Writers, by this time last night and today, you should have added geographical information to your writing. Places, lakes, oceans, towns, things like that. It's been exciting to watch those sections being developed. I think you've really gotten some good information down. Information about settlements, states, cities into your reports. Now I want to teach you one more feature that you can notice on maps, and this feature will go far toward helping you understand the mystery of what life was like back then. It's a scale. You can use the scale on the map to estimate differences. So hopefully you still have your map from yesterday, and if you look, there's the scale right down there. Okay, it's kind of blurry and it's kind of hard to see, but the longest distance is 400 miles, and then the halfway point is 200 miles. I'm going to figure out the distances related to the Erie Canal, because if you remember my paragraph from yesterday, that's what I was writing about, was the Erie Canal. After I do that, then you'll have a chance to start calculating distances on your map that makes sense for your writing. So let's go back and reread my page from yesterday. The Erie Canal was built to connect the Atlantic Ocean to Lake Erie. This way, people could travel by water. Before the Erie Canal was built, boats could travel from New York City in the south to Albany in the north, using the Hudson River. The Erie Canal added a branch to the Hudson River going west. Now, boats could travel from New York City to other cities like Buffalo. Now boats could travel across, up, and down New York. Then what I did is I used my map, and I took a little slip of paper. This could be a piece of scratch paper, it could be a sticky note, anything like that. And I laid it on my scale, one end on 0, okay? Laid it on my scale, and then I made a mark. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. I made a mark where the end of that scale was on that paper, okay? Then I took that same piece of paper and I'm going to try and figure out the distance between the Hudson River and Buffalo, New York. So I'm going to put the starting point on Buffalo. Then I'm just going to lay that piece apart. Okay, so here's where the Hudson River is. And my ending point on the scale is a little bit past that. So I know that it's less than 400 miles because my scale, the whole distance of my scale is 400 miles. It's over half, so I know it's more than 200. I'm going to guesstimate that the distance from Buffalo to the Hudson River is about 350 miles. That's the distance that I'm going to use. So now I have more geographical information that can be added to this entry. So I could say something like, this connected 350 miles by water. Something like that. A distance of 350 miles could be covered by boat between Buffalo to the Hudson River. And I could use, again, arrows, or I could cross things off, or I could draw an arrow over to the margin. So I'd like you to try calculating a distance on your map, one that's important for your work. It's probably not the Erie Canal and the Hudson River, okay? But something that's important for your work, calculate the distance of it. That way you'll have practice and you'll be able to do that work on your own today. So we're still working on geography today in our writing. Try and add some distances in now with your map. And tonight for homework, I'd like you to continue working on your drafts. You may find that you have more revision and note-taking work to do based on the westward expansion map that you've been working with. Please also remember the other lenses with which we can look at our writing, looking for patterns, asking questions, spelling, capitalization, all those sorts of things. Okay? Off you go. I will see you tomorrow.